Show. We're gonna freestyle it, man. The Just Know Sports Show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So y'all sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy some of this good conversation. We don't really have a format today. We just kind of freestyling today. We got a lot of stuff going on. We know the NBA Finals are underway. As you all know with the podcast game, how this thing go, we record this thing early. So by the time you get this hot off the press, Denver should be up 1-0. Denver should be up 1-0. Jimmy Butler and Miami Heat, good story. Boston was never that to me from the beginning. And Joker's just playing on a different level. I will say this, though, and it's not to take anything away from Denver and what they're doing. You got to beat who's in front of them. But the Grizzlies self-imploded. Steph and the Warriors never got it together. Phoenix Suns gutted their whole bench for Kevin Durant, and LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers were basically playing 20 to 30 games, together. And if you actually look at the Lakers series, I think they lost all 4 games by a combined 24 points. So if you're a Laker fan, don't set the world on fire. If I'm LeBron, I'm not rushing back to start at the beginning of the season. I might set that thing out until, Christmas? Get an extra 2 months. Maybe not even participate in the All-Star game. You know they're going to vote him up. Come back in February and make a run of it. He's 38 years old, people. Like I was saying before, LeBron has kind of fooled us into thinking that every 38, 39-year-old is going to be able to do this. And that's just not so, man. That's just not so. So, yeah, but Denver, they look real good offensively. That Murray and Joker pick and roll, where they just basically screaming you to death until they get the shots they want. That's going to be hard to stop. And Denver is very, very good against the zone, which is Miami's strength. So maybe Miami will go a little bit more man-to-man. And it's just basically going to be one on the perimeter defense. I saw something from the Lakers that Miami may want to try, which is basically let Joker get his and shut everybody else down. Not to say that Joker is not capable of going up and putting a 50-point triple-double on you. You know what I'm saying? He can do that. But
let me interject right quick, Doc. I got a serious question. I'm super disappointed that Boston couldn't take care of business, because I feel like Boston is a way better matchup for Denver. But
negative.
The of letting Joker get his and just stopping everybody else. Do you think that Miami is equipped enough to allow Joker to just get his and then stop and let everybody else just, lock everybody else down? I don't see that happening, bro.
What was that again?
I don't think that they could play that way. I don't think they could allow Joker to get his and then y'all just contain everybody else. I don't think Miami could do it.
I think that's their best option. The Lakers had it working for a little bit. The Lakers implemented that for a little bit. I think it was like game 3. They kind of first half, it was kind of like, okay, Joker, you do your thing. We're going to shut everybody else down. And at one point, I think the Lakers had 10, 12 points at a 15-point lead. And
the Lakers also have LeBron and AD, who are comparable to LeBron and AD on Miami. Who you saying is LeBron and AD on Miami?
No, nobody.
Okay, so
but the defensive strategy is there. I mean, if Joker goes 60, 20, and 15 on you every game, well, you got to tip your hat off to him. But he's going to have to get it. You see what I'm saying? You can't let Joker get his 35 and then Murray get his 20 and then Gordon get his 10 and then Porter get his 18 and then Brown get his 10. No, you can't do that. You got to pick your poison. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to last too long. I want to see a 6-game series just because I'm not ready for basketball to end. But I can see Nuggets in 5.
Man, I can see Nuggets in 4. This is definitely, in my opinion, David versus Goliath matchup, honestly. And I don't know. I think the viewership is gonna go down. Honestly, I think it's gonna go down. I respect Jimmy Butler's game for sure, and Adebayo, I just don't think they got enough over there. They don't have enough, man. And shoot, I hope they can pull it out, man. I'm definitely hoping that Miami can pull off the upset. But like I said, I just don't think they got enough, man. Jimmy gonna have to play phenomenal phenomenal. That's how he gonna have to come in order for him to win.
No. Jimmy doesn't have to play phenomenal basketball. It's one thing this Miami Heat team been doing, and that's outworking the death out of their opponents. It was a David versus Goliath matchup when they faced the Bucks. David and Goliath matchup when they faced the Seas, the Celtics. I don't think this is any different. The problem with the Nuggets and Lakers is Lakers ran out of gas in game 4, 3, and 2. Them should have been easy wins. The Lakers did not finish. Miami reminds me of this 04 Piston team. You don't have all this shine out here. It's just a bunch of dogs, and they getting it done. And I like Miami in this. I see everybody gonna roll with the Nuggets. I'm not doing that. Give me Miami in 6.
Okay.
No, I'm actually going for Miami. I could give two wood nickels about the Denver Nuggets. Plus, I like the story behind it, man. A man from Tomball, Texas, right here in the great state of Texas. So yeah, I'm going for Miami, man. But I'm honestly very skeptical about it. But hey, that's why you play the game. You lace them up. You lace them up, and you got to get out there and do what it do. And hey, may the best man win. We done knocked off some teams. That in my mind, like, how in the world did we do that? We went out there and got busy. So
yeah. So I was reading in Red Nation that the Rockets are considering Jabari Smith, Kevin Porter Jr., and the 4th overall pick this year to Boston for Jaylen Brown. Now,
hell no.
No, wait.
Not.
Yeah.
Man, what kind of crack in the front office?
Yeah, pump the brakes on all that. We don't want none of Boston players. I'm a Udoka coach. I think he did a very good job in getting the best out of the Boston roster and pushing them past what Brad Stevens was doing. I'm a fan of his work, but I'm not necessarily a fan of spending that $60 million that we got over the cap into getting Jaylen Brown. Matter of fact, I think I made a couple posts on social media. If I'm the Rockets, I like where we are. I like the fact that nobody on our team can legally barely have a drink. I don't want nobody on the squad older than 26. Steph is on his way out. LeBron on his way out. KD on his way out. All you got to worry about is Luka and Frenchie. Unless, you know what I'm saying, they get to shaking and baking on some of these trades and stuff. But if I'm the Rockets, I'm going to sit tight. I'm holding on to this $60 million, and we're going to go out there and we're going to take our losses, and maybe we can sneak in the play-in this year. And then when the old guard moves around, it's like we there. I don't want to go add no James Harden. We don't want him back.
Hell no, we don't want him back.
And like I said,
we already seen that
from Jaylen Brown. No, Houston, pump the brakes on all that. We don't. No, we're good. We don't want to tie up that money in him. He's competitive. He's athletic, but is he really worth that type of?
He ain't gonna get us where we need to go.
Thank you. Yeah, basically. Nah, I'm good on that. I just had to get that out there, man. What up, Big E?
What's up with you, baby?
Man,
I see you on your Rockets tandem right now. Giving them the business.
Yeah, we just in here chopping it up, man. Like I said, we didn't have no format or nothing, man. It's just a sports show. Y'all know where we at every Friday night. That's 8 p.m. Anchor FM. So y'all kick back and y'all enjoy this episode. Got them Greeze the Dub, Big E, DJ King, Drake back in the house after a long absence, man. It's good to have him back in here, man. And before y'all got old, man, he said he wants Scottie Pippen to shut up, man. He
needs to shut the hell up. For real.
He ain't shutting up, man. He ain't shutting up.
Listen, like I told Doc before we actually hopped on, this is him being like LeVar Ball. Scottie got the book out. He's saying all this outlandish stuff about Michael Jordan. He said he was a horrible player, which I honestly feel like he probably should have said he was a horrible teammate. which I do believe Michael Jordan probably was a horrible teammate. Like I told Doc, he punched Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr. Out of all the people on that team, on that roster, you punched Steve Kerr.
Thanks.
Come on, bro. That's lame and that's weak. That's like a bully, bro. But Pippen right now is and honestly, what you say, this is the worst fall from grace from an all-star ever. This is atrocious, bro. Like, this is my favorite player in the league, and I'm like, man, I don't want to hear nothing else that come out his mouth. Not a now another word.
Yeah, just wait till Charles Woodson.
Like,
Just wait till the Charles Woodson tapes come out. You're gonna be even more disappointed. What you think about it, Greasy?
You know what I'm gonna keep saying. Pip got the twist too tight. I mean, forehead way back, edge up so far back on my head, baby. But no, man, Pip needs to stop tripping. I mean, I don't know. So y'all tell y'all, man, Drake, man, tell your boy to put the weed down or something.
Man, look like he need to fire up a blunt, calm the hell down. That's what he need to do.
I guess he had to get to the point on something to what the book didn't cover, because he ain't gonna quit, man. He not gonna quit. And I want to, and not just Pippen. It's another dude. Excuse my French. Need to sit his ass down.
I already know what you're talking about.
Kwame Brown, sit your ass down.
What the hell Kwame done?
Man, you get on here talking about Braun and big shots. Uncle Shay Shay got him. Shout outs to Uncle Shay Shay. But now I'm gonna get on your ass. Boy, you ain't did nothing. You let another grown man in your career by getting on your ass. Boy, stop. Just stop, man. Just stop. And you got beef with me, Kwame. Guess what, Kwame? Yeah, you made more money than me in the NBA, but guess what? You got 0 rings, I got 0 rings. You got 0 game winners, I got 0 game winners. Baby, we both in the same boat when it comes to the NBA. You ain't no better than me, baby. The only problem is a franchise didn't waste their goddamn money on me.
Hey, I say this for the whole world to hear. Without Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan don't get 6 rings. Boom.
Understood.
Could argue with your mama. Without Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan does not get 6 rings. I ain't trying to hear it. Prove me wrong.
Understood. No, I think you make a good. I think that's a fair argument. What was that? Oh yeah, we even went the other route. Just imagine, everybody put your throwback cap on. Just imagine if Pippen stays in Seattle with Sean Kemp, and Gary Payton, and Deadlift Shrimp, Dana Barrows.
Hold on, in Seattle.
Yeah, he got drafted by Seattle.
Oh yeah.
He got drafted by Seattle.
I don't. But y'all gotta hold on. But y'all gotta think about this though. If you get a Pippen on that team, when the draft rolls around and team decisions roll around, there's a strong chance that you may not have that same type of lineup that y'all are listing. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got this player in here, and you don't need all this and that. You dig what I'm saying?
I got you. That makes sense. Big E, what up, man?
What's up with you?
He peeped out something, man, and it looked like the Raiders think they slick, man.
I tried to tell y'all, man. So, as soon as they dropped a little nugget talking about he was putting in his bid for a little ownership stake, I said, "Oh, here it come. The tomfoolery has begun." That boy trying to get back in it, man.
Yeah. Jimmy.
Yeah, you know what he did? That's what he did. Tom Brady been taking PPDs the whole time chilling. So he gonna come back super healthy and super strong. So he ain't gotta worry about getting hurt. He don't sit his old ass down. Tom Brady old as us.
You know one thing I never understood. Not to cut off the rant and the keeping an eye on them sneaky Raiders. Okay, so Garoppolo got hurt in what, January of last year?
God. When is he not hurt?
Wasn't it earlier than that?
I take it back. It was November. It had to be October. It had to be late October because Purdy came in, right? So we're looking at right before Thanksgiving, right?
Because didn't Trey Lance start?
Lance started.
Trey Lance started.
Trey Lance started.
And then they brought in Jimmy.
What Lance played 2
Jimmy
games?
played what? One game?
1 game.
No,
Game
one
and a half.
and
No,
a
he played
half.
the game and a
Game
half.
and a half.
He played the game and a half.
And then Jimmy took him to like week 10, and then Purdy won 7 in a row.
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
I want to say that's it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Purdy took over in the Dolphins game, and they was like 5-6-4, 6-5, somewhere off in there.
Yep.
5-5
7 in a row.
Somewhere
something like
there.
that.
And then
they may have been a game above 500 when he took over.
Yeah. Now he won 6 in a row, and then he won that playoff game, and then he got hurt. So he ended up winning altogether 7 in a row. But the point I was trying to make is, so Jimmy got hurt in October. He know he want to go somewhere else. Why this dude ain't had surgery yet? It's June.
Yeah. And in his defense, he was probably trying to avoid surgery. But if you're serious about your career, you need to go ahead and get the surgery over with and get to rehabbing, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because all that's going to happen is if you had this injury before and you just try to rehab it naturally and avoid surgery, you're just setting yourself up for failure to come down the road. If you have any type of setback in your rehab, it's best to already have that surgery than now be going into June talking about, I got to have surgery now. You know, so to me, he dropped the ball. He fumbled the bag. I think in all honesty, I never root for anybody to lose their money, but I think it's in the Raiders' best interest to cut ties with them. You know what I'm saying? For real, because what do we have left to see? You know what I mean? You're already coming in, not putting your best foot forward, no pun intended, but it's the reality of it. I mean, you knew you signed up to this contract in that situation. You should at least went ahead and considered that surgery then and went ahead and took care of it so you could be ready for the season. The fact that he didn't, I don't think it's going to work out for him. So I cut him.
Hey, I got 2 things for you, Big E. One is they should have never even got rid of
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. So they should have never signed him. And then 2, the reason he didn't have the surgery is because he already went through putting himself on the market once before. And how did that work out? It didn't work out good at all. He had to re-sign back with the 49ers. So if I go and have this surgery, and have to be out, nobody wanted me when I wasn't hurt. Mm-hmm. Now I am hurt. Who the hell gonna want me while I'm hurt? So let me see if I can get something and then have the surgery. So that was the play.
True, and I see that, but it's all just comes full circle to the bottom line that Josh McDaniels needs to be fired. Simple as that.
Like you already hired Garoppolo.
Yeah, man. I mean it should have been done before then. I mean to be honest with you, it should have been done before then. But he has clearly shown that he does not know what the hell he's doing when it comes to head coaching. In my opinion. He's had plenty of opportunities. He's fumbled the ball even before he got a chance to coach when he had the whole Indianapolis thing, and that was probably a good scenario for him. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't give him another shot. I think Raiders would be smart to look at moving on from him after this year. I give him this year because you signed the contract and everything, and you want to try to honor that commitment. But if you guys don't even break 500, which right now is not looking like you're going to, then I mean, let him go.
When we talked off air about this subject, this is one way that Josh McDaniels could save his job, because it's gonna be like, we didn't have a quarterback would run in, was injured, could pass physical. This is just gonna be an ongoing thing. Do I want the Raiders to get strong out the gate? Yes, I think Jimmy G could have got us in a certain direction. Is Tom Brady a long-term fix? No, that's a short-term. You're going to find yourself right back at the end of this year. Whether you make the playoffs, win a Super Bowl, whatever, you're going to find yourself right back at square one, scratching your head, trying to find a quarterback, and that's when Mr. Caleb Williams come along, and you're going to have to throw the form at some team to move up to snag this guy. But right about now, the quarterback situation is a complete dumpster fire. I don't care what Jimmy G, and I want asinine Raider fans to understand. Oh, Jimmy G got a better record than Carr. Duh. I mean, he only had the top 5 defense the past few seasons.
The number one
He
defense.
got to do is manage the damn game. I mean, what they do. But let's put
couldn't do that.
Yeah, but let's put these stats up. About 4 quarter comebacks and passing yards, touchdown. Oh, Jimmy G got a better red zone. But my defense kept forcing threes and outs and flipping the field. And hell yeah, I can have a better 20, a better red zone percentage than Derek Carr, who been playing with defenses no higher than 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's just, people just need to get their head out of there, and use simple logic when talking about things. But I'm on board with Big E with this little McDaniels thing. We done seen this dog and pony show in Denver. We see you took the back way out in Indy because you knew what that was when Peyton said he ain't coming back. So you slid out the back door, went back to New England. Now you're here in Oakland. My bad, Vegas. And I see the same things occurring. And when you leave, you take Ziegler with you, and you take that broken Jimmy G with you. Take all that with you. And Mr. Davis, if you need a GM, I'm right here, Houston, Texas. Look me up or check out the Just North Sports Show. I'll get them right, baby.
Hey, this is probably the worst debacle since O'Brien and Watson and D Hop, straight up.
Ooh, man, that's classic though. I mean, I don't even know. That's in a category of its own over there. But this is a close second.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm sorry. I ain't saying everybody is that everybody don't deserve a shot, right? But how in the hell is Jimmy G still getting these shots, bro? We all seen what this dude is. He's barely a game manager, and he's bound to have a bonehead play at the wrong time in every game. Every game, bro. This dude is gonna have a bonehead play. You're gonna be looking like, who in the hell was and why in the what in the what the who what? Oh my god!
He's gonna have a whole bunch of them if he take the field with the Raiders too.
Is he? The question is he gonna take the field?
Yeah.
Right?
If they get past this, if they get past this whole physical issue and he is able to suit up for the Raiders, he is gonna take the field. They're gonna put him out there.
If was a fifth.
It's looking bleak. It looks like
looking very bleak.
About to get void.
And if I heard correctly, I think y'all's backup quarterback is Brian. Never mind. I ain't gonna say his name.
Some rookie from Purdue who
ain't he like almost 40 and ain't worth $2?
You talking about Hoyer?
Yes.
Oh nah. We got what's the guy name?
Don't y'all still have Stidham?
Yeah, him.
Y'all got
Stidham? Rookie from Purdue. That garbage. No, I'm gonna do it. Shout out to my boy Bubba Dub. I'm gonna do it like him. When we talk about the Raiders backup quarterback, Raiders quarterbacks in general, trash. Period.
Trash. Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
What up with D Hop, man? Where Kansas City?
Kansas City or Oakland? I mean,
go help that brother out of Baltimore, man.
I'd like to see him go. There's 3 spots that I wouldn't mind seeing him land. Kansas City, I think, would be the best fit for him so he can win now.
Yep.
I'd love to see him with my Cowboys.
Hell no.
Well, I know you was gonna say hell no, but or Baltimore. I want to see a season where Lamar got everything he needs.
Let's get that brother a ring.
Yeah, for sure.
But I won't be mad with the Buffalo.
I wouldn't be mad.
Y'all want me to go on another Baltimore or Lamar Jackson rant?
Hey man, why you
told y'all he wasn't gonna get his money, even though he got his money finally.
Look, hey, y'all just remind me.
He's not that dude, man.
Just remind me next year when Baltimore start off 6-1 that they're not going to win the division. Just remind me. They do it every year.
Hey, you know who used to do that though back in the day?
Man,
they might start out 8-0 and then finish the season 8-8.
The Dolphins did it a lot too with Marino.
Elvis Gerbach.
Dolphins used to do it a lot.
Oh snap!
Yeah, Miami when they refused to get Dan Marino any help.
I would like to see D-Hop go somewhere where he's the man and light up scoreboards again, with the good catches and the possession. He'll get lost in the shuffle in the Kansas City because they're working on the Saquon with the Lamar. The place I want to see D-Hop go so he can stick it to the Cardinals, I want to see him be a 49er. Why not be a 49er? Because Brock Purdy.
Can they afford it?
Who?
Nope.
They got porno G off the.
They can't afford it though.
They can afford it. They ain't got. They're not paying a quarterback.
Yeah,
so I mean that's usually what breaks the bank.
No, they're not paying a quarterback, but
they paid. Come
they
on,
got a lot. They paid. They got a lot of money wrapped up in McCaffrey. They ain't paid Bosa yet.
Yep, that's what they got to pay.
I think they got Kinlaw on a 2-year. If they want to keep that defensive line vulnerable and pair him up with Bosa for the rest of his career, they're gonna have to pay him.
We talking about a 1-year situation, though, and I think they can pull off some magic for a 1-year situation, make the money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying too. He might not get his.
Do you think he don't want to do 1 year?
He might not have a choice.
If he ends up in San Francisco, he won't get 110 catches for 12 touchdowns. That's not how. That's just not how they play ball.
He might get about 80.
If Purdy had quarterback, he might.
He's gonna have to take.
Then again, we could be wrong.
If Purdy had quarterback, he might.
Nah, Shanahan's not going to abandon that.
Yeah, he's running heavy. A lot of smoke and mirrors.
He ain't gonna do it.
At the most, I can see him a 75, 80 catches.
Yeah, I said 75, 80 catches, 7 touchdowns. But the day of D-Hop just being the top dude in fantasy, like pencil him in, he gonna get you 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. Nah.
So
I'm gonna
tell y'all a sleeper that I think would be a nice fit for him. Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers would be a nice fit for him.
That'd be a nice fit.
The only problem is Keenan always banged up. You got Mike Williams.
Both of them are always
but I think he can break it to that lineup, though. He can break it to it.
Keenan Allen.
I think you can move Keenan over to the slot and have D-Hop and Mike Williams as your outside.
Yeah. Keenan Allen hamstring's gone. I drafted that dude with my number 4 or 5 pick last year. Man, that dude got hurt in the first quarter of week 1. You ain't seen no more till like week 15. So that was my fantasy season right there.
So how y'all like D-Hop in New York with the Jets?
The Jets?
No.
Ooh.
No.
I think we all
that could be nasty.
Nah.
Brett Favre.
That would be
be nasty.
Yeah, that would be because a lot of people we know the Jets defense is good, but what makes the Jets defense like really top echelon, like 49ers, like right behind 49ers, is that they have a lot of pass rush. And Sauce Gardner and I can't think of the other corner right now. They got the back end to go with the dogs up front. When you got a pass rush like that and you got 2 good DBs, like you can do a lot. So
I read something that is camp is saying that D-Hop is eyeing Chicago.
Hell no. Why would he do that?
Nah, if he want
Justin Fields.
Hell, if he's gonna go to Chicago, he might as well come back to Houston.
I mean, if he want to win, like, San Francisco, Kansas City, Baltimore, Buffalo. And I wouldn't put nothing past. No, they got a wide receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say they ain't got no room in Miami.
But one of them cats can slide in, right?
Hey, what if he went to Pittsburgh?
No quarterback. Who's gonna give him the ball?
I think Pickett gonna be all right.
Pickett's gonna be all right,
but he ain't got no. He gonna be running for his life.
Yeah, I mean Pickett's gonna be all right, but for a wide receiver with D-Hop's pedigree, he needs to go to a better situation than Pittsburgh.
I got you.
Yeah. I kind of like the Chicago thing, and here's why. Because I feel like everybody's putting eyes on Justin Fields for what he did with his legs. Justin Fields still has a hell of an arm. He's got DJ Moore coming over from Carolina. They picked up a couple of rookie tight ends. They got a solid running game. They need that down the field threat with good hands in the red zone. If you get at the Justin Fields, I think he'll get him the ball. So, because he can keep a play alive, and D-Hop can keep a play alive too. So it's not a bad fit for him to go to Chicago, and that division is wide open right now that Aaron Rodgers is going to show. With the exception of Detroit, I think they're going to make some power moves this year too.
Big E, how does New Orleans sound?
New Orleans sounds good too.
Him out like Keyshawn Johnson's nephew.
Yeah.
Even though that's a lot of money spent on the receiver position. Because this Saints team, all they need is an offense. The defense is gonna be there, and I think with D-Hop, Derek, and I can't think of his name.
Is Winston still down there quarterbacking?
Who?
James.
He ain't gonna. I mean, they got Carr now. He ain't
on the route to Derek Carr in there. John Gruden that came in there and he's reworking the Saints offense. Yes, John Gruden is back in football, people. Everybody deserves a second chance, even though it's horrific. But anyway, yes.
Pause. You say he back in football?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the
Working
hell?
with the Saints offense. Yes, sir.
Boy,
Are you surprised?
hey, listen. At this point, I don't want to hear nothing else. Black man say something, do something. Hey, man, I don't want to hear it. They let that dude back in. I don't want to. Hey, we might well just let him fight whatever, bro.
But the thing is, we don't say things of that nature. Now, we may do things of that nature regarding women, but as far as racial slurs and, well, hell, even women, that ain't even us, So it is what it is,
Well, go on, come on, listen. Go on, come back to H-Town, D-Hop. Come join the H-Town. Hop on back with us. We're going to get you back right.
As long as McNair's there, he ain't coming there.
Hey, look, you been drinking tonight.
Hey, not yet. I know it ain't going to happen, but it just sounded good. It sounded good to say.
Yeah. They said
they say never say never, though.
They said Billy Goatneck ain't trying to show C.J. Stroud the playbook.
Man,
I'm not surprised.
What's his name? What's the name of that quarterback down there with that long neck? Davis. Yeah.
Hey, would you help somebody take your job?
Man, look. If I'm Davis Mills, man, I'm not an NFL quarterback. I'd have made me some money, man. Let me go grab his clipboard and post up.
Say, I'll let him get the job after I lose it. I'll help him after they say, Dre, it's over. You ain't got it, dog. All right, we're going to help the little dude out.
But see, Davis Mills already has some starts under his belt. So he should have the advantage if he goes in there and do what he's supposed to. But he's so scared that giving this dude a little bit of knowledge is going to take his spot. Well, that means you ain't coming in as the competitor that the Texans need at the quarterback spot. So you might as well just go ahead and sit down anyway.
Exactly.
But the real question
is about the team.
Would you help somebody take your spot?
I mean, to be honest with you, the competitor in me would be like, I'm not going to care. I'm going to go out there and compete too.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to take my spot. This is my spot. That's the way I'm going to look at it.
I know that, but the question is, are you going to help him take your spot?
It's about the team when it gets to that point. You feel me? So
but the problem is Davis Mills ain't that dude. So he know he can't. He already know he not that dude. I ain't gonna help the dude take my spot.
He's in a position to be a damn near, should I say, a lifer in the quarterback room because of who he is. So no matter what situation he's going to, he's going to have to compete for his spot. Nobody's going to give him a spot because he hasn't earned a spot in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Now, right now, he has the veteran potential over Stroud, so he needs to just embrace that, go in there and work. You know, if he beats you out, he beats you out, but you still going to get your check. And then if you do get cut for some reason, you're going to find another roster to get on to get a check. He's already shown that he's capable of being in the locker room. So they're going to give that dude another option as a backup or bring him into a situation where he can potentially compete for a job, if you will, just because of how he's played the role at the Texans already. In my opinion, that's what they're going to do. He's been trash. I ain't going to lie, but I've seen a whole bunch of trash quarterbacks that still got a job in the league, and I've seen a whole bunch of quarterbacks that did something not have a job in the league.
He's like,
I don't want to hear nothing about no Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick. I don't want to hear that, man. Them days over.
Davis
it's too far gone.
That train pulled out the station. It's in another city. I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
But as E said, there's been a lot of poor quarterback play around the NFL. Period. And maybe these coaches are seeing things that we're not seeing. But the only thing I really care about is results at the end of the day. And I don't see the numbers. I don't see the wins. So, but Davis Mills, I'm like you, Big E. My thing is, I'm gonna help you out, but at the end of the day, you still have to go out there and execute. Mm-hmm. And I know how to execute this. I should be able to know where everybody's at all times. I should be on top of my game. But if you worried about him coming in and being better than you when you're on top of your game, hey,
you already defeated.
Yeah, you already defeated if you acting like that. You already lost. You already lost. Mm-hmm. I mean, because nowadays, not too many teams would like to place their rookie QB into the fire. But if all else fails, you got to throw them in there. Whether it's like the Derek Carrs or the Herberts, cats like that of the world, you just got to throw them in the fire. And we just got to die with our boots on. And not to be the dead, but the Raiders might have to go back to that too.
Yeah, I don't think the Texans want to start Stroud week 1. To be honest with you, I think they want Davis Mills to kind of groom him. And everything.
But do you really want that guy to groom your future?
Not in the sense of grooming him in that regard. Just more so take the necessary.
They don't have a reason to put him in right now. Let him relax a little bit.
Let him grow gradually, where you work him into some games, get him to some real time playing experience, versus him being your week 1 starter. You know what I'm saying? I still think he'll be the starter probably by no later than week 6. Even if they go that route, because I don't think Davis Mills has the makeup to be able to last the entire season going forward, in my opinion, just because they've already given him that shot. You know what I mean? And he hasn't done much with it. And granted, he hasn't had all of the tools to be successful in Houston, but it's Houston. I mean, most quarterbacks that have played in Houston didn't have that, with the exception of Deshaun Watson. So, I mean, that's just you got to roll with the punches when you're in that type of scenario. I think he just needs to go in there, buckle up, go to work, do his best to maintain the starting job. And if he plays well, they won't have a reason to play Stroud. But if he doesn't play well, which I'm expecting him to fall off at some point, Stroud is going to be your guy.
What about a D-Hop reunion with Deshaun in Cleveland?
I like that.
I like that
too, because now he's opposite of Amari Cooper.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Okay.
I'm hoping for Deshaun to have a breakout year this year. Granted, I know he only played like 6 games at the end of the season. He was very rusty, but he's had a lot of time off. But I think he's been in the lab working. He's got all of the issues behind him. I think he's going to come out focused, and I think Cleveland is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now, Big E, has he been working?
Or has he been getting worked?
Or has he been getting worked by the woman?
So
that boy been getting worked on.
Yeah. Rumor has it when he gets worked on, he plays his best. So you better hope that's what's going on. I'll just say Cleveland, Ohio is not the same as Houston.
He been getting that honey rub.
Hey, me love you a long time.
I'm gonna say me love you a long time.
Hey, well, we gotta get ready. We're gonna get ready to wrap this thing, man. Y'all enjoy everything that's going on with the NBA Finals. Yeah, I got Denver in 5. Who you got, E?
I'm gonna give it Denver, and I'm gonna give it 6, man. I think Jimmy Butler's gonna be good for 2 games. I love the way Caleb Martin's playing, so I still think Denver's gonna take it. That was always my pick from the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna still run with them. But we're gonna see what happens. But I like Denver in 6.
Man, give me Miami in 6, baby. I'm gonna be the lone wolf on here. Oh,
nah, hey, you ain't gonna be by yourself, man. I'm going with David in this matchup, David and Goliath. I like Jimmy Butler, man. Hey, kid talking about Texas.
That's the
I'm
best.
saying
That's the best.
I'm saying Miami in 7.
Miami in 7. Miami in 7.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 7, man. I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna go 7.
I hope it's a battle.
Hold on, Dre. You didn't say that right. You gotta say 7.
7.
Yeah.
Tell me left.
I hope it's a battle. I hope it's a good one. But yeah, that's a wrap. You got that one knocked on out, man. We just jumped in here like some old barbershop talk today. We didn't really have no format. There's a lot going on. Doubleheader in the USFL, so I'm about to turn my eyeballs to that. The XFL may have lost me as a fan when they had a 4-16 winning championship. A 4-16 won the XFL championship.
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna do something. Yeah. We're gonna have to do something, but yeah. We're moving right along. Here it is. It's June. The finals gonna wrap up. The boys already got some OTAs going, and Hall of Fame game is in about 30 days from now. And well, you know it. We're looking at that Midsummer Classic, and it's gonna be time, man. That football season gonna be cracking. It's gonna be jumping and everything. So
can't wait.
Let's go Braves.
Go Tigers, go Dodgers, go
Let's go Braves. Let's go Braves.
Hey, them Braves got knocked out the box last week by them Dodgers.
Oh, man, you went all the way a week ago, huh? All the way a week ago, huh? Nah, we just lost a close one to the A's last night, so it's all good, though.
Lost to the A's?
Yeah, they beat us 2-1, bro. They came
Get
back.
out of here. Hey, I'm going to say what's up to the Juice Man when I say, get it on out of here. Get it out of here, man.
Yeah, I have to say, man, I missed the old Juice Man tonight. I know he's gonna give me the business about my Lakers, but it's all right.
Right.
We still rolling tough, baby. We gonna be right back in it.
Already. Hey, Brian about to get a Trey Young, a Kyrie. Well, we don't even want Kyrie. Trey Young or a Dame Time. He's about to get something to make this thing make it do what he did.
Yeah, you already know it.
Trey Young or Kyrie?
I'll take Kyrie.
I'm taking Kyrie as well, buddy.
Trey Young just too small, man. He's a liability on defense. Kyrie ain't a great defender, but I like his ability to defend better than Trey Young, in my opinion. So,
man, give me Dame Time. Give me Dame Time or Jason Tatum.
Well, y'all ain't getting Tatum though.
Jason Tatum was supposed to be a Laker from day one anyway, with that old Lonzo Ball draft.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
His ball still in the league.
They talking about he might be over with.
I thought he got hurt.
Oh, yeah, that knee. Yeah.
He's got that Brandon Roy going on.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. You know, that's a career killer right there. It'll stop many of people in their prime.
Well, y'all know we got to get on up out of here, man, so we can go and get the show thing, man.
All right, everybody. This is Just Know It Sports Show with that boy Doc Jones, King Dre, and my boy Big E. Juice Man on assignment. We're going to holler at y'all. Y'all can check us out every Friday night at 7. We're on all platforms, social media platforms. I don't care what it is, all podcast platforms. It's the Just Know It Sports Show, baby. Well, we keep it funky all the time. We're going to get on out of here, y'all. Just had to act a fool.
Yes, sir.
Later.